I apologize about the interruption. I was getting a call. People just think that it's okay to call me whenever they want, which it kind of is. Right now, I'm just talking to my audience. Whoever's listening, I appreciate you guys. So it is super difficult for me to maintain a lifestyle that is not here yet. It is a very, very challenging for me financially, and now I have an amazing, amazing girlfriend. So I don't know, like, whoever could relate to me, I really would like it if people would reach out and be more open about my podcast as well. What are they thinking? I think that I want to have my own community for people that are extremely high functioning, autistic, and ADHD, because they kind of go hand in hand. I see as I get older, I'm starting to understand more what it's about. So I just feel that if more people talk about what they're experiencing and how they could relate in the workforce and in the real world, if anyone has ideas like having a group, I want to start a broadcasting channel. I don't know how to do that, where I'm just able to have a blog. I have to watch YouTube videos, which sometimes I don't have the mental capacity. I come home and I'm just so tired from a long day. That's something that I really want to work on. It just makes me so happy that I'm able to use social media to express myself and maybe help somebody else out who is experiencing whatever I'm experiencing. Also, what I notice is so many people in the workplace, they really get taken advantage of. You know, especially people that are autistic, like high functioning. We're really like genuine people. So we're really going to be taken advantage of by anyone and everyone who could possibly do that. And it's important to advocate for yourself as well as stand up for not always what is right, obviously that, but what you believe in. If you see something is wrong, stand up and say, you know, this is wrong, and start explaining why it's wrong. Just drinking some lemonade right now and chilling in my apartment and just trying to see what else I'm going to do. Just have a good weekend. I just don't prepare these podcasts because everything that I'm saying comes from my heart. I think about what I'm going to say, obviously, before I say it. So I was talking about autism. It's a neurological condition. People are born with it. It is not a mental disorder. It is not something that you develop over time. It is something that really affects your way of thinking and your ability to learn some concepts. We just don't approach the world differently. One of my biggest inspirations is that I know that nobody will ever hold me back except me. I think that if we could have an accountability discussion, which I'm going to have, and realize sometimes it's just not worth holding on to certain grudges. I'm not always happy that I have to live with this condition because I don't have a lot of money and I'm impulsive. But I understand economics, and I'm not cheap. I like nice things. I like buying nice clothing, and I have a certain lifestyle that I want to achieve. I have a lot of goals for 2025. I'm almost done with my goals for 2024. I didn't achieve all of them, but I achieved one of them. And I hope moving forward that I could accomplish what I want to accomplish Like, whatever I have going on, I just want to do better. I want my dog walking business to do better. I want my podcast to be better. I want my listeners to understand the messages that I'm trying to deliver. It's not always about me. I say this a lot in all my podcasts. It's difficult for me to talk about other people if I don't have them in front of me. A podcast really is to talk about different topics and to see how you can make the world a better place. So AB's world is the world of inspiration. What inspires me are dogs and sunlight. Waking up every day is inspiring. My friends. What's inspiring to you? Even my ADHD could be an inspiration. I just wish I had the mental capacity to sit down and draw and to concentrate and to give things much more thought, right? Sometimes it can be hard when you have a lot of expectations in yourself. I have a lot of expectations. I also really want my job to end. You guys know what I mean. I just want to finish with the 9 to 5. I just want the job just to be over. And I was always born to be an entrepreneur. I have the spirit. Sometimes it can be hard that people don't see the way I see things. And not only should you roll with the punches, but do what you want to do. Everybody tells me how stubborn I am. They call me stubborn Jew. They call me cheap Jew. They call me all these crazy names. And I'm like, at my job, like, I have like all these nicknames on my Instagram too. I'm like, you don't even know half of it. I don't really like open up about my everyday life. Like, I'm not going to tell everybody what's going on in my everyday life, like into specific details. All I'm saying is that I have severe ADHD. I have high case of anxiety, and I'm working on it. It's difficult. I love going to the gym, and I also have high functioning autism, which is really spectrum, as they say. And I know who I am, and I'm trying to embrace it by being more confident every single day. That's it. I just think that the problem with social media is that they keep changing who they are on social media and then in real life. People really need to stop exposing themselves on social media. Just stop talking. Don't put your business out there. I like to keep everything private. Like, I literally just spoke about 4 things. I spoke about autism and ADHD. I spoke about social media. I spoke about a little bit about myself and a little bit about privacy, right? You have to learn how to sometimes just keep your mouth shut from certain things. And it's difficult for me because all I like to do is talk, and I want to have a blog. I think blogging is so fascinating. It's cool. I think that my podcast is authentic. Nobody's really talking about people with disabilities and how they live life and how they could contribute to society. You know, if I had any other, like, I would say not neurological, a mental disorder, I wouldn't be able to live alone. Think about that. Look at this apartment. It's just so amazing that I get to have my own independence. Yeah, the job, it's not all that, right? The job could suck, right? And the apartment is not Gracie Mansion. You know what? I'm proud of one thing, that I never look back wanting to live back with my mom again, even though sometimes I want to. Sometimes it's good to admit to yourself that, you know, the old life, it was different. That we have to take accountability and just do our own thing. I wouldn't change my life because I made these decisions. I made my bed, now I have to eat in it. Like the job, I can't let it stress me out anymore. Even though it's a really difficult time of year for me. It's the holiday season. And guys, by the way, I just wanted to let everybody know I'm on YouTube now, YouTube Music. I don't know, like, what happened. I used to be on it, and I think they deleted it. I finally fixed it. And I hope to start some channels, and I'll be talking about cooking. I'll be going on live, you know, showing everyday life. God willing, get my real estate license and take off from there and just have a good time having social media and using it to my advantage. Without networking, you are nothing, okay? We got to network to profit. People don't understand what it means to network. I don't just mean being your friend. I mean, we really need to shake hands and do some serious damage together. You know what I'm saying? Who you hang around is super important. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And I will be making 2 more episodes next week. And maybe a little bit shorter now. I just want to get more listeners. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to try to get three guests for the month of January. We'll see what happens. But peace for now. Take care.